Welcome everybody!
Hi!
Pete, D, Power Pilates Express, 45 minutes, and yes, this is officially my last class, so I'm teaching for a while. So for those of you who don't know, I'm going in for another major knee surgery, so back to square one pretty much. But you get that, shit happens.
You do get that when you're old!
Especially when you're me. But hey, thank you everyone for all the messages on Facebook. Really appreciate it. It's nice to know people care. Outside this one, you know. Let's start Suit the Buttock Asana. Soles of feet together, knees out wide, close your eyes. And now, and then. We watched a documentary the other day. David Attenborough's. It's on Netflix.
Yeah. If you haven't seen it, watch it.
I'm getting there. Ease up, Tiger. It's called A Life on Our Planet. And it's David Attenborough's witness statement. And 93 years old he is. And what an inspiration. When you do see it, or if you've already seen it, you'll realise, like, 93 years old, he talks fluently, he's, you know, just 100% upstairs. So, you know, and he's lived a lot of his life in nature. And obviously that goes to show in his age, because there's no way you would think he's 93. The way he can project himself, the way he can talk, and his passion about Earth and humanity. So one of the biggest things is about all of us making a difference on this Earth. And we all can make a difference, and it's just the little things. They don't have to be massive things, but those little things we contribute to making this planet better is going to be, one, detrimental to our survival, but also the environment and for our future generations. So while you're here in Suit the Buttock, just contemplate, what can you do to make something better for the Earth? And right now is the best time to do it, because this isolation, Corona, has done wonders for the planet. Less greenhouse gases because there's been less production, less cars on the road, all those things. So we need to keep that ball rolling. Watch the documentary and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. It's really interesting. So my pledge for my difference is I'm going to start to try and eat less meat. Just to make a little bit difference on the farming side of the Earth, because it takes up a massive amount of land to breed animals. And I'm not against not eating meat. God, my dad was a butcher. So, but it's about making that difference, and they're those little differences that we can all make. So that's my pledge. And you can hold me to it and see how I'm going. Quite okay. Bring some activation to the core, if you haven't already. So pit of the belly in, Uddiyana Bandha, pelvic floor lifts, Uddiyana Bandha. Let's take 3 more breaths here. So yeah, definitely watch it. It's on Netflix. If you're not on Netflix, I'm sure it'll be somewhere else. It's worth taking the free trial. I think you can get on Netflix just to watch that documentary. Okay, last breath. Hug your knees into your chest. Give them a little squeeze. Get a nice little release out of the lower back. You enjoy that, especially if you just come straight from Pilates. We did another 5-minute plank, of course we did.
Of course we did.
To finish off my Pilates teaching for a little while. Now, legs to the sky. I was told in Pilates not to do leg raises, but I wasn't told not to do them in power yoga. So zip up the core. Hands down by the side, wide if you're feeling a little bit stronger, super strong, above your head. Let's take a big breath in and lower them down slowly. 5, 4, 3, 2, inch off the mat, lift your head, look at your toes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take them up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a breath in. Down we go again. 5. Making that difference is our choice. 3, 2, 1. Hover. Look at your toes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You got one more. Down we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Look at your toes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Hug your knees into your chest. Squeeze them in. Just take a couple of breaths. And then hands behind knees. Take a rock and roll. Let's say 3. It is power, so we'll go straight into boat. Navasana. Zip up the core. Breathe for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down dog. I've got that out of my system now, so let's go, huh? Making that difference, huh? The little choices. And Mother Teresa says, walk it out once you're there. When you've got to get some length through the hammies. You guys all know. Pedal them out. Pit of the belly and up. Plug in. Mother Teresa, I alone cannot change the world, but I can cast a stone across the water to create many ripples. And that's what we have to do. Create those ripples to get things moving. Moving for the good of humanity and that planet. What's your life statement going to be? Take 3 more breaths here. Or your witness statement, as David Attenborough called his. And I think it's his last pledge for what he wants to happen. Come forward into your high push-up. Strength. Pit of the belly in, lengthen through the spine. Stay here. Breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come forward, down to the mat, slowly control. Just 1 cobra. Inhale up, downward facing dog. Exhale. Take a breath in, and then walk the hands back to the feet as you empty out. Take a rag doll. Feet in line with the hips or wider. Little sways if you need to. Let the head be heavy. Get that nice release through the upper back and the shoulders. Last breath. And then come into a halfway lift as you toe heel your feet together. Inhale and then fold, exhale. And then slowly let's come up to standing. Bend for the knees, especially for the first one. Roll yourself up. Inhale, reach all the way to the sky. Draw the hands to the heart and close your eyes. And let's start making that change to this planet with the connection and the vibration of Om. Take your full breath in. That ripple effect throughout the entire universe that we can create just with one little stone, one decision. Open your eyes, release your hands. Inhale, reach up. Fold to the back. Exhale. Take a halfway lift, inhale, and then walk your hands forward into your high push-up. Exhale the breath out. Stay. Breathe. Straight. Pit of the belly in. Breathe in, come forward. All the way to the mat. 1 cobra. Inhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Take your right leg up to the sky. Inhale, bend and open it up for the first one. Left heel pushing down. Scissor a little bit wider, get a little bit more opening for that hip space. 1 more breath. Keep the core on, come into a low lunge. Hand comes on the inside and we come straight into our twist. So right hand, reach it up. If you need to modify, drop the left knee, but try and sink down deep in those hips as well. Open through the chest. Take another full breath in, and then drop straight into your pyramid pose from here. So drop the back heel, start to straighten the right leg, stay, breathe. Might not be straight to start with, or may never get there, actually. Mine never will, but that's okay. It is what it is. Stay for another breath. Exhale it out. Come forward on the inhale. Open the chest, send it forward, and then keep the core on. Step forward, left foot. Forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale, and then step it back into your high push-up as you exhale. Take a breath in, shift the weight forward. If you're ready for low, go to low, or the mat, cobra or up dog. Downward facing dog, exhale, left leg, take it up. Bend, peel open the hip. Yeah, scissor a little bit wider. Core still on. One more breath. Bring it through, low lunge. Place the foot, take the twist. Left hand to the sky. Right hand's directly underneath the shoulder. Sink to the hips, modify if you need to. Breathe in, open up, stay. One more full breath. Pyramid on the exhale. This time dropping right heel to the mat. Trying to straighten the left leg as much as you can. Maybe close your eyes. Stay for one more breath. Empty it out. Come forward again. Send the heart forward. Inhale. And then forward fold. Exhale. Take a halfway lift. Inhale. From here straight to low. If you need to go to high, but I encourage you straight to low and float it back. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Especially if you've been working on those float backs. Take a breath in. Now let's just start to move a little bit more. So right leg, just take it up. Inhale. Bring it through, empty the breath. Take the twist, use a whole inhale. And then pyramid exhale. We'll stay for a breath. Go a little bit deeper on the out. Come forward again, inhale. Step forward and forward, exhale. Halfway lift in, float it back, core on to low. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog, exhale. Left leg straight up. Guide it through. Open twist in. Pyramid out. Stay for the breath. Find some depth. Come forward. Inhale. Forward fold. Exhale. Long spine halfway. And float it back to low. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Right leg straight up. Let's keep it moving. Bring it through. Twist. Really open up. Go a little bit deeper. Pyramid. Exhale as deep as you can. Come forward. Inhale. Then step forward and forward. Exhale. Halfway lift. Float it back. Place the hands. Feet go back. Up dog in. Down dog out. Make a difference. Left leg. Take it up. Little ripples. Bring it through. Open up twist. Pyramid out. Heart forward in. Forward fold. Out. Halfway lift. Float it back. Awesome. Up dog. Downward facing dog. One more. Right leg. Take it up. Bring it through. Open twist. Pyramid. Little bit deeper. Heart forward. Step forward and fold. Halfway lift. And float it back. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left leg as high as you can. Bring it through. Left hand to the sky. Pyramid, empty it out. Heart forward, inhale. Stepping forward, fold. Halfway lift, lengthen. And float it back. Straight to low. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Take 3 breaths. What can you change? What ripples can you do? What can you throw? We can all make a difference. One more breath. Empty it all the way out. Right leg, take it up to the sky. Inhale. Bring it through. Let's set up our sun B. Come up into crescent lunge. Inhale, reach up. Dig the feet into the mat. All 4 corners. Pit of the belly in and up. Twist your tip of the nose. Or maybe, if you can, close your eyes. Yeah, I can't. What was I thinking? But that's a little challenge, huh? Take another full breath in here. On the exhale, we find standing splits. Just take it slow for the first one. Hands to the floor. Left leg to the sky. You can maybe take the balance by bringing one hand behind the calf. And then try and bring the whole torso down along that leg so the forehead comes down towards the shin. Stay for another breath. Empty it out. Then from here we come up and find Dakasana, aeroplane pose. Strong through the right leg, yeah, I know. Duh. Drop the left hip as much as you can. Reach the hands back. Start to rotate the thumbs. Stay for another full breath. And then drop into arrowhead. It's that little bit of relief. Yeah, how does that feel in that front leg now? Left heel off the mat. Still maintain that length through the spine now, so we want to draw the head forward. Fill up. Sink a little bit deeper. One more breath in. And then we find standing splits again. So coming forward, land in the hands, and you can set it up for your spirit dive. So in flow, maybe don't take that front foot as far forward so you've got a bit of room. Stay for another breath, and then spirit dive it straight to low. That right leg comes back, float it back. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Exhale, take a breath, empty it out. Right leg, take it up. Left, sorry. Bring it up. Dee was about to pounce on me. She said she's going to pull me up. I want her to.
No, I didn't.
No, I know.
Said that.
I know, I'm just trying to throw her under the bus like usual.
As always.
So we're in Crescent lunch. If you didn't know. It's the last class, but have a bit of fun. Not forever, but just for a little while. Breathe. How do you feel? What change can you make? Mine's me. What's yours? One more breath in. Standing splits on the exhale. And just play with it. Maybe balancing. And one side might be different. So if you are a bit uncomfortable on one side, try the other one. Don't rule the other side out. One more breath. Empty it out. Then Dekasana aeroplane, so that happens on the inhaling flow. Try to drop that right hip as much as you can. Lengthen through the body. Start to squeeze the shoulder blades together. One more breath in here. Then we land in our arrowhead on the exhale. Keep the length in the spine, draw that head forward, push the feet into the mat. Remember, set up your standing splits. So the standing splits in flow happens on the inhale, allowing you to take spirit dive on the exhale. So coming forward on the in, right leg to the sky, set it up, place the hands, core on, and then float it back. Awesome. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Exhale, take a full breath in. Empty it out. Yeah, let's flow. Right leg, take it up. Bring it through. Crescent lunge. Inhale. Standing splits, left leg to the sky. Exhale. Aeroplane. Inhale. Arrowhead, land. Exhale. Standing splits, inhale. Stay for the exhale to spirit dive. Kind of. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. I'll rephrase that. So yeah, standing splits, we get there on the inhale, and you exhale straight to spirit dive.
Got it.
Got it?
Got it.
Let's do this. Left leg, take it up. Bring it through. Crescent, power it up. Oh, everyone get up. Inhale. Standing splits. Exhale. Aeroplane, fly in. Arrowhead, land, out. Standing splits. Inhale, set it up and float it back. Exhale, spirit dive. Beautiful, that was better. Up dog in. It's amazing when I call it right. Right leg, take it up. What a world of difference. Bring it through. Crescent rise. Standing splits, go a little bit deeper. Aeroplane, inhale. Arrowhead land, exhale. Standing splits in and spirit dive straight to low. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog, left side, take it up. Bring it through. Crescent Anjali in, standing splits, out. Dekasana fly, aeroplane lengthen, arrowhead lengthen. Standing splits, inhale, spirit dive straight to low. Exhale. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Take a full breath. Empty out. How's your spirit dive going? Hopefully well. Let's go. Right leg, take it up. Bring it through. Crescent lunge. Inhale. Standing splits. Left leg to the sky. Dekasana. Inhale, arrowhead, exhale. Standing splits, inhale, place the hands, and then float it back. Exhale. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Left leg, take it straight up. Bring it through, come back up, Andalyasana, in. Standing splits, out. Dekasana, fly into it, and then land in your arrowhead. Back to standing splits, inhale, place the hands, spirit dive down to low. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog, exhale. Right leg, take it straight up. Bring it back through. Back in, up to crescent. Standing splits. Dekasana, use the breath, inhale. Arrowhead, exhale. Standing splits, in. Spirit dive to low. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog, exhale. Left leg, straight up. Bring it through. Crescent lunge, inhale. Standing splits, exhale. Dekasana, in. Arrowhead, land. Standing splits, in. Place the hands, float it back, core on, low. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog, exhale. 3 breaths, well done. One more breath. Empty it out. Take your right leg to the sky. Bend, open through the hip. And if you can, flip. Otherwise stay if you've got dodgy shoulders. Core on. Reach the right hand forward. Get the hips up nice and high. Really open up here. For 3. For 2. Now flip it over, come straight into your crescent lunge so that right foot comes forward again. Inhale as you come up, then bring your hands to heart. Lengthen through the spine, and then rotate to your right. Now once you're there, you can take any variation you like. You can take binds, half binds, you can open up the arms, or you can just play with really coming a little bit deeper into your twist. Breathe. 3 more breaths here. One more full breath in, and then release into your pyramid pose. So bring the hands to the mat, drop the left heel, breathe, stay. Notice a difference in that side now. A little bit more length for that right hammy. One more breath in. Empty it out. From here you're going to take half moon, so take all the weight in that right leg, right hand to the floor, left leg to the sky. Arm comes up, reach. Breathe. Now really start to open up here. If you can, float the right hand off the mat. Challenge yourself with the balance. We stay for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Forward fold, release. Come straight into your chair pose, Utkatasana. Sink the hips. Come back on the heels so toes are light. Send the heart forward, draw the breath in, and then draw the hands back to heart. Lengthen through the spine, and then twist again to the right. Now stay for a breath at least before you take side crow if you have it in your practice. Power it up. You've been through these poses, so challenge yourself, breathe through it. It's all these little changes that you can make for yourself, but we can also make them for the universe. 2 more breaths here. 1 more breath. Forward fold, release. Come straight into gorilla. So feet hip width apart. Slide the hands under the feet. Take a little halfway lift. And then fold. Elbows land wide. Breathe. So there's millions of things we can do to make a difference. Maybe it's recycling a little bit more. Maybe it's planting a few trees. There's so many different ways where you can improve the earth and improve our well-being, our way of life. 2 more breaths. Last breath. Let's go. Bakasana, crow pose. No excuses, straight into it. Knees into armpits, whatever variation you're playing with. And we come up into it. Balance it. 5, 4, 3, 2. Low push up if you have it. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Exhale. Awesome. 2 breaths. 1 more breath, really fill up. Empty it out. Left leg, take it up. Bend, open, flip if you can, otherwise just stay in your 3-legged dog. If you are on your 3-legged dog, really play with scissoring your hips open. When we stay for 3, get the hips up higher. 2, slowly flip over, crescent lunge, left side. Use the core, and then use the breath to rise. Hands to heart, lengthen. And then take that twist to the left side this time. Match whatever variation you did. Breathe. Stay here. Rinse, twist a little bit deeper. 2 more breaths. Last breath. And release in the pyramid pose. Drop the right heel. Maybe close the eyes. One more breath. Empty it all the way out. Come into your half moon left side. Take the weight through the left leg this time. Left hand to the floor for the balance. Right hand extends. Yeah, then really peel yourself open. Go for the balance. We stay 5. Beautiful. 4, 3, 2, forward fold release. Straight to chair pose. So sink the hips, reach the hands up, send the chest forward, draw the hand in the heart, lengthen, and then twist to the left, so the right elbow this time. Check the right knee, pull it back if it's come forward. Side crow to match it if you did it. Palms together otherwise, rotate, twist, detox. Three more breaths here. Last breath. Forward fold release. Take your feet hip width apart, this time pistol grip. The big toes. Take a little halfway lift just to lengthen out. And then fold down deep into it. Again, elbows come out wide. And pull yourself deeper in the pose, bend a little bend in the knees to keep the lower back safe. Close the eyes. One more breath. One more crow. Let's go. Place the hands. We've got this. Knees and armpits create the shell. Float at 5, 4, 3, 2. Malasana, deep squat. Close the eyes. Reflect. One more breath. And open the eyes, release. We're going to come into frog pose from here. So if you're on a hard floor like us, roll your mat up. If you're on the carpet, lucky you, you've got some nice cushioning. You're going to be here for a little bit. So get comfortable with the uncomfortable. Make sure your knees are in line with the hips. Feet splay out, core still on. And then we bring the chest down towards the floor. Coming out on the forearms. Close the eyes. And what can you do differently? What can you change? We all need to become more sustainable. They're the differences we need to make for ourselves, for our future, for our generations. There are key things in the documentary that you'll see. And you'll listen to. I'm not going to do the spoiler. But just know we need to make changes. We need to know some pretty big changes, but we can all do those together. You've got 1 more minute here. Five more breaths. Last breath. And then just take your time, just slowly coming out of it. We'll just meet, once you're out, we'll just meet sitting on our butts and legs wide. So make sure you've still got some activation in the core. We're going to tilt forward from the hips and sink our chest down towards the floor. Hands can come out in front, or you can have them on top of your legs or even behind. Once you're there, close your eyes. There's no judgment at all on where you are at in this pose. Where you are is where you're supposed to be. So embrace that. Three more breaths. And release out of it slowly. Make your way onto your backs and come straight up into your bridge pose. If you want to come straight up in a wheel, feel free. Otherwise, placing the feet in line with the hips. You're coming up in a wheel, transition through a bridge to start with. Get the hips up high, coming up on the shoulders, core still active. Start to fire out the glutes, just to get some more height through the hips. 2 more breaths. And use the core to come out of it slowly. Meeting where we started, Supta Baddha Konasana, so soles and feet together, knees splay out wide. You can bring a right hand to belly, left to heart if you like. Eyes closed. One more breath. Coming straight back up into your bridge or wheel. Set yourself up. Now see if you can go a little bit deeper this time. Maybe bring the feet a little bit closer to the hips. Make sure you keep the knees in line with the hips. Sometimes we tend to let them fall in. Core still on. Wiggle up onto the shoulders so you get that big stretch through the thoracic part of the spine. Hands down by your side, or you can interlace. 2 more breaths. And then release down slowly, again using the core, this time coming into the internal hip rotation. So knees splay in, feet on the outside edges. Eyes closed. You got 1 more, so bridge or wheel. Last one, 3 breaths. Set it up. Nice and strong. Push through the legs. Get the chest up. Really open up. Hips as high as you can. Breathe. Use the inhale to come up higher through the hips. Stay on the exhale. 1 more full breath. And release down slowly. You're going to come straight in your inversion from here. So legs to the sky, the Viparita Karani, nice gentle one. Shoulder stand, coming straight up, supporting the hips with the wrists. Headstanders, if you have headstand, just coming up to the seated position, setting yourselves up for your headstand. Be really tall here. Really aim to stack everything above each joint. And you'll feel how much more the pose lightens up for us. Keeping it safe by not looking around, because the neck is under flexion in shoulder stand. Core still on. Really reach the feet up as high as you can. Activate every single muscle in the legs. Re-energizing the body. And then slowly take it into your plough if you're going there. Otherwise just stay where you are. Feet touch the floor, then you can release the lower back. And slowly coming into deaf man's. If you're in Viparita Karani, you can simply hug your knees into your chest. You can give them a nice little squeeze. And then slowly coming out of it, all meeting in fish pose, Matsyasana, our counterbalance. So bringing the legs down nice and long, down to the mat. Keep the core on, hands underneath butt, up onto the elbows. Send the chest forward, let the head drop back. If you want some more core, you can lift the legs up off the mat. You're here for 3 breaths, so big deep breaths. Lion's breaths, always an option. One more breath. Release out of it, hug your knees in, just set yourself up for your happy baby. Legs to the sky, grabbing feet, ankles, drawing the knees towards the armpits, eyes closed. One more breath. And release, coming into your twist, so Supta Baddha. Where did I pull that out from? So yeah, knees to the right, head to the left, arms out wide, close the eyes. A supine twist. Any options with the legs. And then keeping eyes closed, swap it over to the other side. And then releasing slowly into your Shavasana, keeping the eyes closed, palms face up. So we can choose to be affected by the world, or we can choose to affect the world. Choices. And slowly start to deepen your breath. And start to make some little movements in the body, whatever you need to do. Keeping the eyes closed, just rolling over onto the right side, just for a moment. And then meeting back at a comfortable seated position. Move our hands to heart, Anjali Mudra. And let's finish our practice off with that beautiful connection of Om. So take your breath in. comes the third eye, and we bow. And that light within me honors and respects that same light within you. And when we're in that place together, we can make massive changes to this world. And together we say namaste. Namaste. Thank you everyone so much for joining us. Thank you Dee. You're going to be lucky to have Dee all on her own, but she's got a few special things planned for you.
Yeah.
So thank you. On another note, we mentioned in the class before, local businesses are really struggling.
Yeah.
So if you, I don't know if you saw on the news last night, Harry down the road here, the menswear shop.
One of our friends.
Been here forever, really struggling. About to close his doors, to be honest. Been there for a long, long time. 68 years old. He broke down on the news last night. Never had depression, has now. Just really struggling with what's going on. So reach out if you can. If you can afford to give vouchers, anything like that. You know, not just him, it's all the business around here, us included. Everyone's struggling.
Yeah.
So the sooner we can get open, the better. The sooner for all of us.
And the more we can all support each other,
the better it'll be. We take things for granted actually. We always think they're going to be there, but until they shut.
Until they're not there, and then it's a shock.
Yep.
Yeah.
And when a door's shut, the heart's broken.
Yeah.
So,
definitely.
Yep. But anyway, see you soon.
Thanks, Pete.
And
everyone wishes you well.
Thank you, honey.
Don't worry, I'll look after him.
Yeah, I'll be. You might see me doing some sneaky messages on the live classes. Cheering you up, getting you going. See you later.
See you guys.
Bye.